Shalom. Today we're going to talk about a weird religion called Confucianism. Now, Confucianism is Idolatry Part 8, and I've already explained it. So now why am I redoing this Idolatry Part 8 again? Because I found a tiny mistake. If you haven't watched it, I've already deleted it. That's why you can't watch it. And also in my playlists, in Idolatry series, you can't see it, because I've already deleted that video of Idolatry Part 8 and Confucianism, so I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna restart the whole thing back again, and I'm here back to tell you about the information of Confucianism. So now, just so you know, Confucianism is not the one who's gonna confuse you whether this thing or that thing. No, it comes from the word Confucius, which is the founder of Confucianism. So that's why it's called Confucianism, because Confucius found it. He's the founder of it. So now let's see what Google has to say about Confucianism. So now let's see what Google is saying about Confucianism. They say, there is no God in Confucianism. It sounds like atheism, but let's read more. But rather a force called the Tao, also known as the Great Ultimate. Confucius believed that the Tao was impetuous for creation, and that this force flows through all life, enabling change and betterment. Now, if you have seen my video about Taoism, which is still there out there, I think it was Idolatry Part 5 or something, I said that the Taoism believes in the Tao, which they say it's a force that's sustaining the whole universe. And here in Confucianism, they say this Tao is a spirit. Well, let's read more. What's their beliefs and practices? The main idea of Confucianism is the importance of having a good moral character, which then affect the world around that person through the idea of cosmic harmony. If the emperor has a moral perfection, his rule will be peaceful and benevolent. So, where did they get this? Also from the Torah. What is the good moral character in the Torah? Good midot. Who was said that had good midot in the Torah? Abraham, our father. David, Moses, Isaac and Jacob. All the righteous people, they had good midot. They had good characteristics. Why? Because if a person, even if he's let's say, a great Torah scholar, if he has bad midot, he's jealous, he's angry, a dead rat, it's not me, it's the Gemara, it's the oral Torah, the words of the oral Torah. A dead rat in the street is better than this Talmid Kakam that doesn't have good midot. It's not me, don't say I say the Gemara say. I'm just telling you what the Gemara says. The dead rat on the street, wow, such a curse. A dead rat on the street is worse than this, is better than this Talmid Kakam that had bad midot. A dead rat on the street is better than this guy that doesn't have good midot but Talmid Kakam. So that's where they got it, the concept of reward and punishment. The nations also follow it. Now, who is their founder? The founder of Confucianism, Master Kong, which is also named Confucius, he lived in 551 to 479 BCE, did not intend to found a new religion, but to interpret and revive the unnamed religion of the Zhou dynasty, under which many people thought that the ancient system of religious rule was bankrupt. Why couldn't the gods prevent the social upheavals? This is what they're asking. Google asked, why couldn't the gods prevent the social upheavals? Because these gods, the answer is because these gods are actually not gods, they're just statues. That's the answer, that's the correct answer. Who's their gods? I actually searched just in case. They recommended me to search Confucianism gods. Who's their gods? Now the answer here is, there are no Confucian gods. And Confucius himself is worshipped as a spirit. The founder of Confucianism is worshipped as a spirit rather than a god. However, there are temples of Confucianism which are placed where important community and civic rituals happen. that this debate remains unresolved, and many people refer Confucianism both a religion and a philosophy. Yes, this is the one. It's the top 3 main philosophies in China. Yes, one of the top 3. It's Buddhism, Confucianism, and the other one I forgot. I'm sorry. So now, if you haven't saw Buddhism, Idolatry Part 2. I've also exposed this Buddhism too. Anyways, you saw what they said. You heard what they said, I meant. Let me repeat to you what they said. They said here that the importance of having a good moral character, that's the main idea of Confucianism. So now, that's their main idea. So now, Google is also asking, what are the 3 main beliefs in Confucianism? 1, benevolence, love of humanity, and the virtues of superior man. 2, moderation in all things, and harmony with nature. 3, filial propriety, duty, and the rules that define good social relationships. That's the 3 main beliefs of Confucianism. Now you ask yourself, this sounds like the truth. Doesn't it sound? It sounds the truth, right? Good characteristics, harmony, peace, love. This sounds like the truth. No, this is what you call a wolf in a sheep's clothing. Why? This doesn't sound like the truth. Imagine they are worshipping statues, which they say that it's Confucius that's supposed to be worshipped. Now, this, for example, I made a statue out of I don't know, let's say stone. I made it, carved it for 3 months. That's how long I took to make this statue. And then now, this 42-year-old man will come and buy the statue and bow down to this 3-month statue and 42-year-old man. 40-year-old man serving the 3-month-year-old statue. Does this make sense? This is not human logic. Oh, because Confucius is going to be inside this statue, inside the spirit. One of the 13 principles of Jewish faith that God doesn't have a physical image. You can't touch him. You can't see him. You can't smell him. You can't taste him. You can't hear him. But although they heard HaShem, they heard if you're a prophet, or if you were at the event of getting the Torah, then you will hear HaShem's voice. And they also saw HaShem's voice. The letters were engraved. They were engraved. If you don't believe it, there's these 2 Israelis that was trying to find a reliable software to for example, they'll say apple. The software is gonna draw an apple or draw the word that says apple. And they found one reliable software. It's called Spectrograph, I think. And then they said in English, A, nothing. B, nothing. C, nothing. Up to Z, nothing. Nothing came out. They tried many languages, and Baruch Hashem, there's one there that was religious. Said, oh, I also know one language, Hebrew. Try Hebrew. They tried Hebrew. And they saw, when they said Aleph, the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, it looked like Aleph. Bet, it looked like Bet. Gimel, it looked like Gimel. Watch this picture. Look at it. You're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it. So that's what's happening. They just got a book and copied it, pasted it, and made their own book. You're just like saying, oh, I made a new book, and your friend reads it. Oh, I read this book 2 years ago. And said, no, this was just published 2 hours ago. No, I read this. It sounds familiar. And your friend says, oh, do you read this so-and-so book? Yeah, I read that. Oh, I copied there and paste. That's what Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, and all the rest of the religions are doing. Copying from the Torah, pasting it, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and in the end, they achieve nothing. What do they achieve? They just achieve something that they just copied. But in reality, nothing, they achieved nothing. So now, I want you to see these pictures of the letters that was written. So, that's that might be the end for today, but please watch this. This is what happened when they said English letters. But when they tried Hebrew, the result was this. So now, as you can see, it was it actually wrote Hebrew letters. Now, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.